Hi, this is Yahoo. I'm macro option trader. Today is September 27, 2025. It's 9:51 a.m. Japan time. Let's take a look back at the yesterday's market. The Nikkei closed at 45365, down 0.87% from the previous day. It's been a while since we've seen that kind of pullback. The Broadin index rose to 26, climbing steady throughout the session. The PER stands at 18.27, and APS came in 2482 yen. So it looked like the market hit resistance at the 2500 level, and that's something to keep an eye on. Dollar yen is at 149 yen. The yen is getting weak again, but it's not huge move. The dollar is simply regaining some strength. Up until now, the market held firm around 146, 147 yen, but when the yen weakened further, stocks don't really respond positively anymore. It feels like we are in a new phase, where weaker yen is not necessarily good for equities. Although moving the volatility index into the 26 range is concerning, and EBS really stares at 2500, that's another red flag. On the stock side, SoftBank Group, which has been driving the index, laughed sharply on the Tuesday and it hit a fresh high. But on Friday, it reversed and closed with a big red candle. This could mark a shift in trend. For the variation point, standpoint, and SoftBank Group is already at very high level. Compared with the Berkshire Hathaway or Hikari Tsushin, it looks expensive. Even compared with domestic players like Digital Bridge, which trade around 7x gross profit. SoftBank valuation stretched. So the fact that it started turning here is notable. Interestingly, so 2200 stocks actually rose yesterday. So while the overall sentiment looks bearish, was strong. This mismatch is was nothing. We are at the end of the September now. Next week, we move into the October, and it should be an important week. Looking at the weekly chart, the daily body of the candlestick was only about 100 yen, and that's extremely narrow. It was still a positive close, but the lack of range stands out. Foreign investors who have been buying aggressively are also slowing down, although there are plenty of warning signs this week. Remember, it's been weak since the Bank of Japan ETF sales sorry broad policy and the geopolitical risk. Geopolitics are clearly in play, and the market may be starting to price that in. In the US, the S&P closed 644 point, up 0.59%. The BIX stayed calm at 50.2. Gold is strong at the $3,760. Bitcoin finally broke below 110,000 dollar, now sitting at 109,490 dollar. So the picture looks like this risk hedging flows supporting gold while Bitcoin is being sold. US equities are steady, but Japan still shows stronger momentum. On the risk front, the question pairing up, is massive investment really sustainable? Where all supply became a problem, geopolitical risk remain with Russia and Taiwan in the Middle East. The UN and the tone has made it clear the world is not moving toward a cooperation. When you step back, and it feels like today's economy is held up the stock price, stock and lifeline. Without them, the mood in society would be far darker. Right now, the atmosphere is basically, as long as stocks are up, everything will be fine. It works for now, but there's a scene of unease under the surface. So that's my take. I don't want to sound too pessimistic, but the market does feel a bit off. That's all for today. Think of my contents as a long put you can hold. See you tomorrow.